Adam, how are you anyway? You all
Yeah,
good?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Everything all right with you?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Yeah, we've actually got sun in Manchester, so it's very rare. But
Beautiful,
whereabouts are you
beautiful.
based?
Orlando,
Orlando.
Orlando. So we got hot sun every day.
Oh, mate, this complexion couldn't deal with that. It'd be terrible.
Hey, me too. I'm actually not. I burn very easily. I got to
Oh,
be
mate.
careful. Yeah,
Get
yeah.
that factor 50 on. Just wanted to start. We got a UK champion at the moment, Drew McIntyre. Obviously, you made your debut against him. One, just wanted to know how you think he's getting on as champion, and two, can we see a champion versus champion down the line?
I know that my debut, I jumped Drew McIntyre to make a statement, but it was more, that wasn't a personal thing. It was more business related. I knew I needed to attack the champion to really make a statement on my debut at NXT. But speaking to him and what he's managed to do, I am so happy for him. The guy has worked so hard. He's so good. He's been so good for so long. So to see what he's done and made it now as WWE champion, as the main guy, is awesome. I couldn't be happier for him. But as far as the NXT champion versus WWE champion match, I would love to do it, and I would definitely win.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
a bold statement rather than a prediction?
That's a challenge.
Yeah,
That's a challenge. Yeah.
live and
Yeah.
exclusive right
Yeah.
there.
With all due respect. With all due respect.
That's what you have to caveat with.
Right. Of course.
I was watching the WWE Network this week, and I saw Ricochet speaking about your rivalry and saying how much fun it was. What's been your best rivalry so far down in NXT?
Oh, that's a tough one because I really do like the one with Ricochet. Me and Aleister Black had a good little series. But with Tomasso, I really enjoyed the recent thing we had. But I would say probably my favorite set of matches is the feud with Johnny Gargano. For so many reasons. Number one, that wasn't supposed to happen. At least at that time, they were Johnny Gargano and Tomasso Ciampa were in this deep feud that was supposed to end, and then Tomasso unfortunately needed to get neck surgery. So everyone was kind of scrambling, like, what are we gonna do WrestleMania weekend? What are we gonna do? We need to have a big match, but we don't know what to do. So the decision was made. All right, let's do Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. And me and Johnny have known each other for 10 years. We'd been saying since I got to NXT. Oh man, I can't wait till they pull the trigger. I can't wait till they do the Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano match. And we wanted it to happen. We just didn't expect it to happen there. So we knew that because so many eyes were on us. We're like, okay, they're finally getting the match. We got to make it count. We got to have this crazy, awesome match, or just try our best to. And fortunately, it went really well, and a lot of people really, really enjoyed it. And just he's one of the most talented guys I've ever wrestled. So getting to do all three of those matches with him were just very special to me, and I'm going to remember them for the rest of my life.
We spoke about rivalries that you've had. Obviously, looking forward, we've got a different year ahead of us. But is there people currently on Raw and SmackDown that you'd love to see come down to NXT and take on the Undisputed Era?
Yeah, so personally, for me specifically, as far as like the faction, I would love the chance to get to wrestle New Day in NXT. I feel like that would be great. We teased it a little bit with the Survivor Series build up on Raw and SmackDown, but getting to do like a proper match with those guys, I think would be really cool. And then as far as me individually, I would love for AJ Styles to come down to NXT and me getting the chance to wrestle him one more time. I'd wrestled him before on the independents. I wasn't successful. I feel like I'm a different man now. So I feel like Adam Cole versus AJ Styles would be in NXT at like a takeover or even on TV. Ooh, I would love it. I would love it.
You mentioned TakeOver there as well, and obviously this year we had a different WrestleMania that was over 2 nights. There's been talk that might happen in the future. For you, if you were walking in as NXT champion to WrestleMania weekend, would you like to defend the title on both nights at a TakeOver and a Mania, or would you like just to keep it special to a TakeOver?
So I would love to defend the championship both nights. Recently when we had the War Games and Survivor Series weekend, I wasn't successful in the War Games match, but I went through a war for 50 minutes and was battered and bruised and beaten. And then the next night, successfully defended against Pete Dunne. And that weekend, as exhausting as it was, God, I was proud. It really, really was a cool, fun weekend to say, hey, these two major back-to-back shows. So for me, if I could, think about what it would do for my legacy as NXT champion. If I could successfully defend the championship the night before WrestleMania and then go into WrestleMania and successfully defend it again, I would further advance my greatest NXT champion of all time phrase.
There is that as well. And obviously you've done such an amazing job with the title, but the brand elevated as well. And do you think that sort of move, like we saw the women's title fought on WrestleMania this year, would that just elevate the brand to, if not being equal, even surpassing what we've seen?
I think it would for sure elevate the brand. Even now, though, I think it's no question, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, we are the three brands of WWE, again, with our weekly television show now and just the advancement and the growth and popularity of NXT. But again, WrestleMania is the show of shows. It really is the biggest wrestling show of the year every single year. So for the NXT Championship to be defended on a show like that, where so many eyes are on the WWE, that'd be huge. And it's something that not only do I think that NXT deserves, but that championship and the men who have held it, it deserves that.
The championship itself, obviously part of NXT, and a man that created NXT, celebrated 25 years this year, Triple H. Obviously, you're a huge wrestling fan yourself. What were some of your favourite moments of him growing up?
Yeah. The one that sticks out in my head immediately is when he was out with his quadriceps injury, and he was getting ready to make his return. And that Beautiful Day music video was playing every single week, just building up to his return. And then when he finally came back in Madison Square Garden, and the crowd just, again, because, everyone knew at this point, Triple H was like the ultimate bad guy before that. People did not like him. So for him to come back and the crowd to be just on their feet going insane, he was so hyped up. That one's really, really special to me. I really loved him versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 17. They had like this crazy brawl all over the Astrodome, which was really cool. There's so many. His series with Shawn Michaels in 2004 and 2003 was really, really great. He's had a lot of really memorable moments to me.
And obviously you get to work with him on a daily basis now. What was it first meeting him like? And then in addition to that, what are some of the stories and how has he advised your career?
Sure. So first of all, it's very intimidating. He's a very large man. And he carries himself, it's so hard to, he's so large that he has this aura about him. And he's not trying to be intimidating. He just is intimidating. But then when you get to know him and you talk to him and you talk wrestling, or whether it's about life or whatever it is, just such a friendly guy, someone who really, really wants to help everyone who's involved in NXT. NXT is his baby. And he really does want everyone to succeed. He wants the show to be as good as possible. So watching him and listening to him talk about certain aspects to the show and things like that makes me realize how smart he is. But the thing that I admire the most is that man is very, very busy. And every single week he's at NXT, he is on the entire time. There's a million people coming up and asking him questions or giving ideas or whatever it is. And he's always focused, he's always present, and he's always happy to be there. So it motivates guys like me, and I know it motivates other people to be like, man, Triple H still has this mentality, still has this mindset. Look how focused he is. I'm going to be even more focused. He just brings out this. He is very good at motivation through action, and whether that be the stuff in the ring or just your thought process about wrestling. He's very, very smart, a genius. I really think he is.
And with all that in mind, with how large he is, and he's rocking a brand new beard at the moment, is that another Adam Cole dream match that you'd lift up?
Oh, I would love the chance to wrestle Triple H. Funny enough, I did an interview a little bit ago where someone had asked me, or I thought they had asked me if I would love to wrestle Triple H. And I said, yeah, of course. But it was twisted into, I want to retire Triple H.
I won't do that.
No, I know. But just for the record, I would love to wrestle Triple H. Never said I want to retire the man. Definitely don't want to retire Triple H.
Fantastic. Just finally, obviously, with everything going on at the moment, WWE is still cracking on and producing some amazing shows.
Yeah.
What have you fought in the empty arena?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
And how was that? And how do you try and draw the positives even though the fans aren't there?
Right. So it's incredibly strange because so much of what we do is about engaging the audience, whether it's getting them to cheer, boo, laugh, whatever it is. And so much of that too is where our adrenaline comes from. When you're 30 minutes into a match or 20 minutes into a match and you're tired, but you look around and the people are going crazy and chanting and cheering, that really does help you get through it. It hurts a little bit less. Your cardio's a little bit better. The fans make a huge difference. So to be able to not perform in front of them is a challenge. But I remind myself, and I know a lot of the other guys do too, that when we look over and we see a camera, I know that a ton of people from all over the world are currently watching this show to be entertained, especially at a time like this right now, the state of the world that we're in. A lot of people are looking to NXT or WWE as kind of an escape or something to enjoy through this really tough time. So that's my motivation. When I look over and I see that the red light's on and the camera's on, that's all the motivation I need, because I know that people, again, from all over the world are watching NXT and they want to be entertained. So we try to give it to them as best we can.
Amazing. Thanks, Adam. Thank you very much for that.